All right, Jaren, what are the emotions going into your last OU Texas game?
Emotions are high. This is always a big one every year that we got marked on the calendar. But I'm always going to just revert back to my process and our standards here at Oklahoma. And we're all excited. We're all anxious, but we're just going to do what we need to do to win the game.
Was there a little more juice at practice today?
There's always juice at practice. I mean,
was there more because
there's so many
Texas,
guys.
though?
There's so many guys that just bring so much juice to the practice field. I mean, if I bet you comes in screaming his head off every single day, even on the bye week, and so it's hard for there not to be juice at practice. But you know what I mean.
What have you seen from this Texas defense on tape?
Yeah, they're very solid. They've got a lot of guys that have been in that system. A lot of good players been in there for a couple of years now, and we're going to get their best shot. So we're going to be prepared for them and do our best to prepare for them.
Jaren, what's this like? I mean, going into a game like this, I mean, in the past, you could make an impact in a game, but you weren't going to be out there, as many plays as other guys. Knowing that you're the guy at your position, is it more fun for you to think about, to prepare for this game, that you could have a pretty big impact on it?
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea that me going out and doing the work and doing everything I can to help the team win is going to make an impact. That's my goal, and that's everybody's goal, is to, help be the guy to help the team win. You know what I mean? So having that role and having the opportunity to have that role is something I'm very proud of and very, very grateful for sure, and something I'm going to work towards to maximize.
What's your favorite part about this game every year, Red River Rivalry?
I mean, the stadium is just so cool. The environment, split right down the middle, and everybody just gets all amped up for the game. And it's always a crazy game every year. No matter what anybody's record is, there's always something that goes down. Like, it's just such a cool game,
Jaren, when you maybe don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback, does that change your preparation at all, and how have those two guys maybe been early in the week so far?
No, I mean, not at all. We have the utmost confidence in both those guys, whoever runs out there. And, like I said, we're just going to revert back to our standards as an offense. We're going to do what we do and go out there and don't let Oklahoma beat Oklahoma. And, we can have success no matter who runs out there. So we're behind both those guys, and we believe in both those guys.
What were the takeaways from the offense last week under Michael, and how do you go about being even better if he's out there again?
Yeah, I think Mike did a great job, and the things that he needs to work on and improve on, he already knows and understands, and he's taking ownership of that. And we all had a bunch of mistakes that we can clean up and fix, and so we're very excited moving forward. And like I said, we're just going to revert back to what we do and don't let Oklahoma beat Oklahoma.
Jaren, you drifted back in the backfield and blocked out of there a couple of times. And you talked a couple of weeks ago to us that blocking, at least getting angles and everything, is still something you're learning. How much further has that come along, and how did you do it that Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that I continually try to improve every single week, and it's kind of like on-the-job learning, because there's not a lot of time in practice to necessarily focus specifically on that, because we just do so much, and we only have a limited amount of time. And so learning on the fly and learning in games and just progressing as the season goes on is something I'm very keen on doing, and I think I'm just going to continue to improve and focus on that.
Is there something about this game, because like you said, it is half and half, that you have to learn how to handle momentum swings in a game like this and be able to overcome them when they happen?
Yeah, definitely. It's like that in any game, you know what I mean? Whether you're at home or away, if it's here at home and there's a big momentum swing for them, it can suck the life out of the stadium. Or if we're on the road and we cause a big momentum swing, you feel the stadium go out. But the cool thing about this one is there's always somebody cheering no matter what happens. And so it's like I said, a really cool environment that no matter what happens, somebody's cheering. And, we're going to respond. Bad things are going to happen. Not everything's going to go our way. And we're just going to, revert back to what we do and respond.
Jaren, when you've said don't let Oklahoma beat Oklahoma, does some of that come from a few of the possessions of the performance against Michigan or Auburn, where the offense would kind of stagnate for parts of those games? Does it come from that, or is it just that's kind of the mentality every week?
A little bit of both. It's just kind of the mentality going into what we do and how we do what we do, and being keen on our details and just not shooting ourselves in the foot. Because, in football, like, if you can just worry about not beating yourself, you'll have a chance. You know what I mean? And so we're going to go out and we're just going to focus on doing what we do to the best of our ability and being keen on our details.
Jaren, I believe the statistic is you guys are 22 of 22 with red zone scoring opportunities. How much does that efficiency mean in a game like this where you got two really solid defenses pitted against one another?
Right. I mean, that's just something that we emphasize and that we are proud of and consider an identity in our offense. Is when we get down in the red zone, we score points. You know what I mean? Whether it be touchdowns or field goals, like we get in this area of the field and we have to put something on the board. And so that's something we pride ourselves on, and something we're going to go and continue to try and do throughout the rest of the season.
What do you think about Caden Helms getting into the end zone, seeing that he came back from his injury as well?
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, just what he's had to go through and everything he's persevered is an incredible story, and I couldn't be more proud of him.